How did you first become aware of Godzilla? Everyone's got their own story of when they first heard about it.
It was embarrassingly, it was the cartoon when I was a kid, Hanna-Barbera, with Godzilla and then the baby Godzilla called Godzuki. And then when I was a teenager, Channel 4 started showing the creature features from the Toho original Japanese. And then when I was an adult, I discovered the very first Godzilla, the black and white version, which has surprised me because it's actually an incredibly serious film, and it's really one big symbol for the atomic bombs that were dropped on Japan during the war.
Your first movie, Monsters, I think that was like $800,000, and then it's a quick jump to like $160 million. Sorry. Like, how did you convince Warner Brothers that you were the right man for the job? Did you approach them, or how did it work?
No, I was very lucky. Thomas Toll, who's the producer of the movie, for whatever reason, asked me to do it. And I found that, I just thought that probably the worst thing I could have said on day one was like, so why did you pick me? Like, it would have installed not much confidence in them. So I never really asked. I never know the answer to this question. But thankfully they did. And I mean, we all wanted to make the same kind of movie. We wanted to make a serious, for adults, and when I say adults, I kind of mean the big kid in everybody, a version of Godzilla that we felt hadn't really been done justice in modern cinema.
Yeah, what do you think's different about your movie in comparisons to like the one in the late '90s or the black and white one? Like, what sets it apart? Because it is a different kind of storyline, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I hope the thing that surprises people when they see it is that it's got a lot of, I hope anyway, it's got a lot of heart and soul. Like, there's some emotion in the movie. As crazy as it sounds, when we laid out the story, it was like, okay, we've got to find a place where, people are going to tear up or going to feel some emotion, in different areas of the film. And then the other thing is just some restraint and some suspense and mystery. I think there's a temptation when you do a film like this to just throw explosions at the screen every 2 seconds, and then after a while you just get fatigued and you stop caring about anything. And so we didn't want to do that. We wanted to build and build and build and always better what we'd just done. And so we took the approach of to start with, it's a mystery and a conspiracy, and you glimpse things and you slowly get drawn into the world of Godzilla, so that when you finally see him and we reveal him, it's got the maximum impact.
Yeah, when you first actually do get to see Godzilla, when the soldiers are there and they blow up the red flares, whatever it is, and you get to see it, it's just such a brilliant impact scene.
Oh, cool, thank you.
What was the most difficult scene to film for you?
Well, strangely, all the big set piece stuff, all the things where people are running and screaming, that was quite straightforward, because there's a machine, the Hollywood studio has done this sort of thing a lot, and so a lot of things are really easy. And actually, the goal or the hardest thing was trying to steer this big machine away from the obvious things all the time, and try and go, where you're expected to go left, we'd go right, and try and create some suspense and surprise for the audience along the way, because the last thing we wanted to do was, you hope that people feel this, got some choices that are made within this film that make it unique. It's we were definitely trying to do something a little bit different.
What's next in line for you? I mean, obviously, I assume it's going to be sci-fi, because you're a massive fan of sci-fi.
I do love sci-fi, and I think if I was trapped in a genre for the rest of my life, it's the best genre for me to be trapped in. But I don't always want to do sci-fi. But I think at the moment, to be honest, we want to see how this goes. See how the audience, how they react to it. And then I'm just going to mainly go on holiday and take a break. And it's my favourite part of the whole process is just putting on headphones, listening to music, and dreaming of a film. That's the best bit ever, closely followed by showing people the film. And so I'm just looking forward to going away and getting my soundtracks and just thinking of the next thing.